Hello there, you are welcome to my platform. This is AI Digital Farm TV, and I am Etwanya Festus, a farm expert. Our focus is on how to form the first organic manure. Like I have told you in my former lecture, that I'll be teaching you various methods of forming organic manure. So today we are looking at the very first one. If this is your first time of being on this channel, do well to subscribe and share with your friends so that you can encourage them to become farmers. That way, the food insecurity we are faced with in this nation will be solved. Most people are already used to the NPK fertilizer. I'm talking about the inorganic fertilizer, NPK. It could be 15-15, it could be 20-10-10. That same fertilizer, much more than that, is what we want to form today using organic materials. Actually, using organic manure has great advantages over using inorganic fertilizer, especially at the vegetative growth stage of palm seedlings or the formative stage, like we are still looking at the nursery stage. First, the things we are going to be using as recipe include sawdust. That is number one. Another one is animal dung. Animal dung could be poultry waste, could be piggery waste, cow dung, or goat dung. For sawdust, otherwise known as wood shavings, alternatives could be one, the newspaper, wasted newspaper, old newspapers like Sunday Times, Daily Times, like in our own case, Punch, and the rest. You can use that alternatively, or empty cartons of products, the normal brown or white, it could be any, but cartons. Sawdust is very rich in carbon. When we talk about carbon, which of course the inorganic NPK fertilizer doesn't carry, what it carries is nitrogen, phosphorus, which is P, and potassium, which is K. Sawdust is very important in organic manure because it helps in the restructuring of the soil. And carbon dioxide is equally very important in the photosynthetic activities. So carbon is very important in the formation of organic manure. Sawdust is acidic in nature. That is the thing that has the acidic requirement of the manure. Remember, I have told you that palm seedlings thrive very well in slightly acidic environment. When we talk about animal dung, which is rich in nitrogen, in phosphorus, and potassium, which is K. Nitrogen is very important in the formation of the leaf of the seedlings and very useful in the formation of chlorophyll. You know what chlorophyll does in photosynthetic activity. When we talk about phosphorus, phosphorus is very important in root formation. One. Two, it is very important in flowering in palms. That is why sometimes you hear people say that their palms are not bringing out flowers, or that they are bringing flowers but they are not forming fruits. That could be lack of phosphorus. Remember that palm tree is a monoecious plant. What I mean by monoecious plant is that it carries both the male and the female flowers on itself. That is to say, it is self-pollinating. It doesn't need any other pollen grain from another plant for pollination. Palms should not lack phosphorus. It is very essential. When we talk about potassium, which is K. Potassium is very important as well for the development of roots, and it helps in making the plant to be resistant to diseases and to drought or waterlog. Take note of the fact that nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are macronutrients, are alkaline in nature. Let's take note of the fact that apart from the three macronutrients that we have mentioned that the animal dungs carry, we'll talk about potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen. They equally carry varying degrees of other essential nutrients that palm seedlings need for healthy development. These include iron, manganese, magnesium, calcium, etc. So we are talking about the proper mixture of the ingredients that can release acidic nutrients with those ones that can release alkaline nutrients to give you a balanced nutrient which the palm seedlings need to thrive very well. For you to get the right formation of organic manure that will give you the right carbon to nitrogen ratio, which is 25:1 to 30:1, you have to use weighing balance, weigh. And for every 10 kg of animal dung you use, you put sawdust 20 to 30 kg. If you bring 10 kg of cow dung, you bring 20 to 30 kg of sawdust and mix together. The same goes with goat dung and piggery waste. In the case of piggery waste, you may have to add a little more sawdust because it seems stocky. And not only that, I advocate that you go for composting. Compost manure means that you have to bring the sawdust, bring the animal dung, and put them in a particular container and pour water. Always turn the mixture for over a period of 1 month, at least 2 months, and in some cases up to 3 months. One, it will help you to eliminate every dangerous microorganism like the pathogens we talk about, salmonella, we talk about E. coli. All this will die. As well, it will help the sawdust and the animal dung to mix into a very rich manure that is almost like loamy soil, in the form that the soil will easily welcome it. They mix together, and the plants will be able to absorb the nutrients from the soil. If for any reason you are tempted to use the animal dung mixed with sawdust and immediately apply on the seedlings, you should not at any time use fresh animal dung because that could be dangerous. In that way, you have to dry the animal dung for at least 14 days, 2 weeks, so that the pathogens will die. But in exposing animal dung of a great heap, maybe outside, that could be dangerous. There is the possibility of epidemics. So that is why it is important that you compost your manure. So when you bring a mixture of the sawdust, I have told you 20 kg of sawdust, at least 20 to 30 kg of sawdust to 10 kg of animal dung. Then put in a particular container, you put water. Like I have told you, you have to be turning it over and over for aeration so that air will enter into the different parts of the mixture. It is important that you do the composting in an enclosure or in a place that is not quite exposed to flies for health purposes. It is important to note that composted manure is not only useful at the nursery stage, it is very important at the point of transplanting from the nursery into the field proper, and it's useful as well in nursing or nurturing palm trees even unto maturity. Subsequently, we will be looking at other materials that you can use in forming organic manure. We will be forming over 5 to 8 organic manure using different materials, and in each of them we'll be looking at the carbon to the nitrogen ratio, which is very important for the proper development of oil palm seedlings. Until I come your way again for subsequent lessons, I remain your friend Festus Etuanya of AI Digital Farm TV. I am a farm expert. See you then.